Well, here I am today on my own. Shanya's at her school. She's actually getting ready for her graduation ceremony, which is on tomorrow, so we'll get that on film as well. But I'm off today to actually meet up with my ex-cousin. Well, I don't know how you do. So it's my ex-wife's cousin. So he's out from England. So we're going to hook up today and grab some lunch. He's out near ASOC BTS on Sukhumvit 19. So just going to do the run out there, and you're welcome to join me and travel along as we go. I was just thinking, one thing I haven't done yet, I haven't taken you four guys for a walk down our local soy here, just to give an idea what living in our almost get killed by cars and trucks and everything else on this. Yeah, but yeah, that's just normal for Thailand. But yeah, look, we'll do another trip around our soy at some stage in the next week or so. But I'll make sure I have Shania so she can actually tell me what some of these shops do, because it's all written in Thai and I can't read Thai, so there you go. But on that subject, right, for this little trip into Bangkok today, I thought I might just add a side story as we go along. And the title of this one, it's actually only two parts, right? The title of this one is going to be the 10 worst things about living in Thailand as a foreigner. Of course, I'll do a second video about the 10 best things, but I thought I'd start out with the 10 worst things because I'm just looking for a motorcycle taxi. If I stay here, I think I'll find one. Anyway, so I've just jumped in the taxi and we're going to head out to Bangkok BTS. Since where I'm going to is ASOC BTS, it's the easiest way to go is from Bangkok BTS and take the trip out on the BTS line. Anyway, so as I said, there are 10 worst things about living in Thailand as a foreigner. The number one thing I had on my list, I thought I would get this thing started, was Thai TV and Thai music. Now, I know, like, I don't actually watch TV or, listen to Thai music. I'm pretty much just stay keeping myself, doing my own thing. But, for most people, as foreigners coming to Thailand, I think it's probably as the fact that we're all so deeply ingrained into the idiot box mentality of the world. The one thing you're going to have to get used to in Thailand is the fact that everything is in Thai. And you don't get, your typical, Americanized programs, your action adventure sort of series. What am I watching at the moment? I'm watching The Expanse, which is one of my favourite series at the moment. No, sorry, that sort of stuff doesn't exist. The best thing you can do on the sitcoms is these, Korean import sitcoms with Thai voice dubbing. Yeah, but it's just one of these things you have to get used to when you're over here, is the fact that Thai TV, that's it, it's Thai. There is really absolutely zero content in the way of English speaking programs, so you'll have to find something else more enjoyable to do. And even when you're going to hire your videos from the local video store or DVD store, old school video, they're all Thai as well. You won't find very much in the way of English speaking, and if you do find it English speaking, it'll more than likely 50% of the time have embedded Thai subtitles. They just really do not cater for English speaking expats in Thailand. It's something you have to get used to. Music, on the other hand, is one of those things that all sounds the same to me. Trying to find a classic rock station on Thai Airways. Yeah, that's it. Bring your own music. put it on MP3 and make sure that the cars you drive around in can play MP3 discs. That's the only advice I can give there. Now, it was number 7 on my list, but I might as well mention it now because we're in it. Thai traffic. That's it. You tend to sit motionless for minutes on end. Unlike, in Australian driving and traffic, where you'll probably, move, stop. The traffic in Thailand tends to be you move and you stop for 5 minutes. Then you move, then you stop for 5 minutes. Quite frustrating. And when I say move, like you might move 150 to 200 yards and then you stop for 5 minutes. Most of this is due to the changes they've done in the traffic metering systems. They're all now done by manual control. The automatic control of the traffic lights has been turned off by junta rule, and it's now manual controlled phasing of the lights. Look, 6 to 100, it's just all bad, something you get used to. But that's number 7. Number 2 was going to be loudspeakers. Everywhere you go, it's like, just drives you absolutely nuts. You go to markets, you even wake up in the morning, you have people driving up and down the street in your local soy with a bloody loudspeaker on the top of their van promoting or sort of selling some sort of wares, and this probably happens 3 or 4 times in the morning. You don't need an alarm clock to wake up in Thailand. You can pretty much set your alarms by the local vendors in their trucks running up and down your street, saying blah 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 blah, buy this, buy that, come and see us. Yeah, it's quite frustrating, but you'll get used to it. You soon learn to sleep in and sleep over it. So I think the next one was number 2 on the list, or number 3 on the list. I haven't got my list in front of me. It was pollution, that's right. So noise pollution is one thing, but general pollution is the next one. It's one of those sort of things that's very hard to describe. Now, I'm sure that, when you look at the per head of population, Sydney compared to Bangkok being 4 times the size, you'd expect to see 4 times as much pollution. But one of the things that you really sort of, I find detestful is the pollution around the waterways. And it's not easy to see one here. We're actually sort of Bang Wah BTS here. It's actually on a clone. But generally what you find is just pollution everywhere. It's not so much smog like you find in China. It's just the general untidiness of everything you see. You just look around at the buildings over here, and because of the high humidity, everything's got a sort of moss or mildew aspect to it, or it's just tainted. It's dull, the concrete. Nobody does anything about sort of keeping these things painted. I guess, in Australia, you might paint your house every 20 years. Given the climatic conditions here in Thailand, you have to paint your house every 5 years just to keep things tidy. So it's not so much pollution, it's just the general tidiness of the city. It can be quite annoying. You think they could do so much better, and the noise pollution, it just really gets too much. Let's not go into sort of climate change and all that sort of stuff. There's for and against arguments for climate change. I don't give a flip anyway. I just think that human beings should just take responsibility once in a while. Just don't fucking make mess, if you're producing some sort of goods, there should be some sort of impact on the cost of those goods to get rid of your waste, and it should be factored into the whole product cycle. Don't expect somebody else to take care of it. Electric cars, yeah, that's a good idea, but motor vehicles, it's a whole different discussion. We just need to learn to be better at taking care of our own rubbish. Yeah, so 2-tier pricing is something that really I find anti-Thai, or it's just something that really annoys you. Here I am, I've chosen to live in Thailand. All my money is spent in Thailand on Thai local. So, like 2,000 baht, $2,000 a month I have as my budget is all spent in Thailand. Yet when I go to a national park or some sort of establishment like that, I get slugged, 5 to 10 times more than the average Thai. It's really like, okay, I can understand how you can use tourists and slug the tourists, but make it easier for the expats who actually chose to live here in Thailand. That's my opinion about that one anyway. Well, here we are at ASOC. Just to my left here is Terminal 21. I think you've probably seen that in a few vlogs from other people. I don't know exactly why. It's simply a popular area within Sukhumvit. I think partly because of the fact that we're only, I think, 1 or 2 streets away from Soy Cowboy, which is one of the 3 go-go bar areas in Bangkok. Now, I'm pretty sure we don't have the intention of ending up in any of those places today. We're just going here for lunch. But anyway, so we're up to number 5. On my list of number 5 was whinging and moaning expats. Whinging and complaining expats. Okay, I suppose, well, what am I doing here? This video here is a bit of a whinge and complain style video. People have asked me why I don't do more of this sort of negative side of Thailand living. Well, partly because of the fact that I really don't have a problem with it. In my case, I've come to a different country and I do my best to fit in with the people in this country. And so I take everything for granted that this is the way it is. I don't know how many, over the last, 13 years, I think if I'm doing the calculation right, anyway, 13 years, I don't hang out with expats. One of the reasons I don't hang out with expats is the fact that, a good majority of them send to freaking whinge and complain about Thailand all the time. Well, why the hell did they come over here in the first place? Seriously, this is Thailand. There's some things that are annoying about Thailand. You just take it in your stride. This is what you get for living in another country. Why you have to constantly whinge and complain about it and highlight and focus on the negative side of living in a foreign country and expecting everything to change to suit yourself. I just think people just got on the wrong planet. Personally, I'm just looking for a different planet to go and live on, because this one here is starting to really just end up with the dogs. Anyway, I got to find where Kev is and meet up. I was just checking my list, and did I mention the whole thing about traffic? It's just, I can sit here and wait for 5 minutes to watch these people try to enter that main street there, and seriously, this traffic just does not move anywhere. Anyway, that was number 6 on my list, not number 7. Should have read my list a bit better. As for number 7, I think, again, negative, it's the whole visa thing. Now, look, honestly, I don't know what it's like in other countries. The only other country I've ever lived in was England, or Scotland, I should say. I suppose people from Scotland would think that they're a separate country, but so I lived in England for 3 years. Never once did I have to worry about visas or staying in the country. Mind you, I was only 15. I did have my own passport, but I never had to do any sort of visa run. This whole visa run, like, I'm choosing to live in this country and spend my money in this country just like any Thai. Surely there's come up with a better way of offering people who choose to be a citizen of this country, to make an easier life of it. the whole sort of 90-day address reporting and every 1 year visa renewal process. And again, they're bringing out the 5 and the 10-year visa for long-time visa people as well. But they're still not going to avoid the 90-day check-in process. Seriously. Here's my SIM card for my mobile phone. You want to know where I am? Just track me down. Okay, number 8. I'm 5'9", and I tell you, seriously, you're forever ducking. I suppose, you know, it's just something you have to get used to. And here I am. Here's my buddy. G'day, mate. How you doing?
Nice to meet you, buddy.
Here it is. Here's the poem, you know. Anyway, so
Your bloody videos, what are you like?
well, you've been watching the videos. You know what it's all about. I'm a video YouTube star now. Yeah, so what was I saying in my last comment? I think the last comment I had before I got here was that one of the things I dislike about Thailand was being 5'9", you're forever ducking everywhere you go. I suppose it has its good points. You're always above the crowd, but you know, you get a sore head after a while. Market stalls, when you cruise markets and everything else like that, you're forever ducking. If you don't keep your eyes out, you get end up with a bloody downside headache. I think number 9 on my list was the whole idea of this concrete jungle, especially Bangkok. It really is. It is a concrete jungle. And you often find yourself feeling like a modern-day Indiana Jones getting from point A to point B. Thank God for Google Maps. It gets me around the city quite well. Anyway, so our other guest has arrived. Bruce, is it? Bruce. He's from Nakhon Pathom. Catching on board between the two. Yeah. So again, so how do you know Kev?
Our mothers know each other very well.
What?
Our mothers.
Our mothers.
Oh, mothers. So
our mothers knew each other throughout their life and
right.
worked
Okay.
together
So
when they
you're
were
just
in their
basically
teens.
just childhood friends. Oh my God.
And we met each other when our parents died.
Well, the most funny thing was...
Mother always had a camera, and everywhere she went, the camera went with her, and she had photos of his mother throughout her life. So the photos came to Bruce.
The funny thing was, Kevin's mum used to come and visit my mum, and I knew about Kevin, but I never saw him.
And I knew about Bruce, but I never saw him. Apart from him.
I did the trip out to England in '91 and met all the family. That was the first time I met. We met up one year. I can't remember who took photos back then. I was looking through my photo album archives to see if I could find some incriminating photo of the bastard from '91. But I got like 300 photos from him for that 5-week trip, and nothing I could recognise for this guy. Anyway, so. As I said, we're just getting together, having a bite to eat. That's why I thought I'd just throw this 10 things I dislike about Thailand. Bruce tells me he's actually been out here for 30 years, so he speaks fluent Thai. I've been out here 6 months, so I've got no kind of hope. I'm trying to converse in Thai. Of course, the funny thing about here is got me that speaks a little bit of Thai. We've got Kevin who speaks no Thai at all. We've got Bruce who's a fluent Thai speaker now after 30 years. And we've got Kevin's Noi.
She speaks better Thai than me, actually.
She speaks better, she's Thai, so she speaks better Thai. But we've got Bruce who's an English teacher, teaching English. So he teaches English, so he's doing the translation to Thai in this conversation we're having in English. It's the funniest thing ever. I should probably put this as another number of things that I find annoying in Thailand. Every time I do a vlog, people want to know what I'm eating. Well, okay, but I can't put it as number 10. Okay, so today I'm eating tom and gung. Second best I've had so far. It's not too bad. But here's Bruce. He's come down from Kanchanaburi, Nakhon Pathom, Kanchanaburi, and he's ordered sausages. And I've got sort of terrible lighting here. So he's ordered sausages and sauerkraut. Definitely not Thai, but I guess after 30 years in Thailand, you don't want to come to Bangkok and eat Thai food. Anyway, number 10 on my list of things that I find annoying or I dislike about Thailand is go-go bars. Not that I don't like go-go bars, but I think that in this whole Thailand vlogging scene, I find it annoying the fact that these incognito people who can have spy glasses or whatever device they're using walk into us at like pace, film girls scantily clad, and get thousands and thousands of views, right, just by being a voyeur, right. If we remove the go-go bars from Thailand, then those idiots doing those channels would not be here, and we'd actually be able to focus more on actually Thai life and Thai culture, which is where I'm trying to be. That's where I'm sort of, my niche market is Thai life, Thai culture, and an expat or a foreigner or an Aussie foreigner living and enjoying his retirement in Thailand. I'm pretty sure the fact that everybody out there really has had enough of working for the man and getting nothing for it. A gold watch and a sort of dead chook or whatever they call it. Seriously. I'm going to do a vlog on this and hear how to set yourself up for retirement. I've had, obviously, by the way, I've done it, right? But it does take long-term planning. It's something that people, when they get to the option of age 50, they realise that they can do it, but by the time they actually set themselves up, they're 66 and they really can't afford to be over here. If people started planning for their retirement around the age of 40, or even earlier, then this sort of lifestyle where you don't have to work for 25 years, or work for 30 years for the man, and then spend the rest of life yourself doing your own thing.
Even at home,
who's teaching that stuff out there?
Yeah.
Don't worry, look forward to a vlog on that one. I'm going to do what I can there and sort of give you some tips, some pointers on that. But as I said, back to the point number 10, go-go bars in Thailand. I find they're really a negative side. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get 1,000 people hate mails from that one, because that's why expats come to Thailand, supposedly, to hang out at go-go bars and play with the pretty, cute little, 20 to 25-year-old Thai women, right, who are trying to support their family for whatever means possible. I find that quite annoying and quite abhorrent. But hey, look, I'm not the thought police. What is it? My Rai, if that's the sort of thing you're into, all good for you. Just, you're not going to get it on my channel. Anyway, I'm going to finish some food. Anyway, so we're just here at Hotel Honey and checking in Bruce. He's staying here tonight. This is where Kev's staying as well. Just having a look around. It's actually not a bad hotel. So I'll put a link in my description there for the Hotel Honey. And definitely seems to be a lot of whorang here and a nice looking, well kept pool. I don't know what the rooms look like, but all in all, it's not a bad looking place. Just do a bit of a spin around there. Anyway, so I'm going to wrap this up. We're going to just head off, do a little bit more before I head back home. So I told Sonia I'll be home around 6 or thereabouts, Thai time. Anyway, so don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, blah blah blah. Anyway, we'll catch you later and catch you in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Toodaloo.